do not become powerful only after the psychological needs have been satisfied. They are at the very root of human existence and not a kind of luxury which we can afford after the normal lower needs have been satisfied. People have committed suicide because of their failure to realize their passions for love, power, fame, revenge. Cases of suicide because of lack of sexual satisfaction are virtually non-existent. These non-instinctual passions excite men, fire him on, make life worth living, as von Holbach, the philosopher of the French Enlightenment, once said, "Un homme sans passion et desires, c'est starte d'être un homme." A man without passions or desires would cease to be a man. P.H.D. Holbach, 1822. They are so intense precisely because man would not be man without them. Note, this statement by Holbach is of course to be understood in the context of the philosophical thinking of his time. Buddhist or Spinozist philosophy have an entirely different concept of passions. From their standpoint, Holbach's description would be empirically true for the majority of people, but Holbach's position is exactly the opposite of what they consider to be the goal of human development. In order to appreciate the difference, I refer to the distinction between irrational passion, such as ambition and greed, and rational passion, such as love and care for all sentient beings, which will be discussed later on. What is relevant in the text, however, is not this difference, but the idea that life concerned mainly with its own maintenance is inhumane. So that's strong. So they are, the human passions transform man from a mere thing into a hero, into a being that, in spite of tremendous handicaps, tries to make sense of life. He wants to be his own creator, to transform his state of being unfinished into one with some goal and some purpose, allowing him to achieve some degree of integration. Man's passions are not banal psychological complexes that can be adequately explained as caused by childhood traumata. They can be understood only if one goes beyond the realm of reductionist psychology and recognizes them for what they are: man's attempts to make sense out of life and to experience the optimum of intensity and strength he can or believes he can achieve under the given circumstances. They are his religion, his cult, his ritual, which he has to hide even from himself, insofar that they are disapproved of by his group, to be sure by bribery and blackmail, as in by skillful conditioning. He can be persuaded to relinquish his religion and to be converted to the general cult of no self, the automation. But this psychic cure deprives him of the best he has, of being a man and not a thing.